early, but they have not struggled to start games, and we are underway. They got off to great starts in their last two outings to earn a spot here in the state Division I championship game. Belmont and Natick felt the brunt of Bosco's offensive prowess, and a heavy hit as McCarthy ran into his own man, Prendergrass. We're all set to go as Sullivan. Sullivan could not knock it down at center ice. Jim Bickerton, who in his own right is an outstanding high school defenseman, trying to skate away from the pressure. Good crisp pass up to Mike Prendergast. Chris O'Brien is dumped hard, and a good check by Mike Muccinello. They call him Moon. And a heavy hit return in the Bosco end as John Bracco out to slow it down. Brian McDonough working it out. Wing-to-wing pass all alone. Out in front, Kevin Feeney shoots it wide. Kevin Feeney set up all by himself out in front. Greg Delaney, the Catholic Memorial captain, shoots it into the Bosco zone, and it is dumped right back out. Don Bosco likes to think that they too have a good set of defensemen, including Mike Muccinello, who delivered the heavy hit that time. Munincello is the way it's pronounced. Mike Munincello is a defenseman for Don Bosco, but is also a football player. Now moving in for CM. Kevin O'Sullivan scores! Kevin O'Sullivan picked off the pass at the blue line, moved in, beat John Bracco, and Catholic Memorial, unlike during the regular season, draws first blood against Don Bosco.
That's an unusual happening so early in the game. We have CM. I've noticed that they've changed 3 times already in the early part of the going, and they just caught Bosco in the change.
Nice move. He drew Bracco out and down and put it away, and Catholic Memorial has the early lead. Tim Regan, a freshman centerman, slides it into the zone. Brendan Concannon, who has a brother, Rob Concannon, playing for Don Bosco. That's Brendan, who is leveled, absolutely leveled by David Cuniff. And Cuniff is going to be going out. A charging call. Let's watch it. No doubt about this one. Dave Cuniff took a long run to get there.
Yeah, we're talking 3, maybe 4 steps there on that charge.
So David Cuniff, that would be a familiar name to you folks down in South Boston, the son of Bruin assistant coach John Cuniff. Look at the hit. Mike Munincello, a heavy hit. That was a clean hit. Right now, Catholic Memorial on the power play. O'Sullivan and Bickerton at the points. Delaney, along with McCarthy and Prendergast, the line called the red line by Bill Hansen of Catholic Memorial. They're starting the power play, and immediately Hansen changes up his points. Matt Smith and Steve Foster come out to replace O'Sullivan and Bickerton. On the draw, Prendergast winning it, but CM can't keep it in the zone. Rob Concannon down to forecheck on Steve Foster. Concannon knocked Foster off the puck, but Foster able to recover. Matt Smith intercepted by Concannon. The Knights having a tough time getting started. Good play, Delaney. The captain of Catholic Memorial is able to tap it in the zone, but an offside call. And we'll get a face-off just outside the Don Bosco zone. Chris Mullen, one of the penalty killers on right now for Don Bosco, along with Rob Concannon. Munincello, one defenseman. Eric Bond, the other. Bond, a standout for 4 years now, 3 years for Don Bosco. Has been playing since he was a freshman. He has the puck now. Bond out in the center ice. Delaney, a nice pass for Neil Donovan. Saved by Bracco. And the puck point blank. Bracco coming up with the save. Concannon battling O'Sullivan at center ice. Mullen is checked at center ice. Over the line, Chris O'Brien for Chuck Texera. Has the puck taken away. Rob Concannon in. Shoots. Shot it wide. You got Mike Donahue to back up into his net, but pulled the trigger, shot it wide, high and wide. Memorial leading 1-0 on the goal by Kevin O'Sullivan. Inside of the first 2 minutes. Penalty almost up. David Cunniff back on. Don Bosco at full strength. The shot was blocked and deflected off of Municello out in the center ice. Mike Municello on it now for the Bears. Center pass intercepted. Municello gets the rebound. Over the line, Gilardi. Broken up. CM able to dump it into the Bosco zone. Knocked down on a good play by John McIntyre. McIntyre is checked and broken up. CM doing a good job of checking Don Bosco at their own line. Offside was Chris Gilardi. And the faceoff will come just outside the Don Bosco blue line. Pretty good action so far, Jim.
Well, so far, CM is playing a very good game in the neutral ice area. They're really forechecking them well.
We're going to see the bid coming up by Rob Concannon as he broke in alone on Mike Donahue. Bouncing puck on edge, didn't get the good wood on it. Tim Riggin was checked and dropped as he crossed the line, and here comes Don Bosco. Moving in, Brian Feeney, a save by Donahue as he closed the legs.
Dave, I think we've seen 2 occasions in the early 5 minutes of the game of the speed of the Don Bosco players. You give them an inch, and they're going to be in on that goalie.
Boy, they have great speed. Don Bosco up front. Outstanding speed. Brian Feeney this time breaking in on Mike Donahue, the senior goaltender, who's been outstanding for Bill Hansen. John Bracco has also done a fine job at the other end. For Mark McHale, the head coach of Don Bosco. Mullen off the draw. Trying to get it back. Can't. Stick handled out neatly by Jim Bickerton. Leonard, center ice from Mullen. Chris Mullen slides it into the corner. O'Sullivan avoids a hit, falls down. It could have been worse. CM trying to break it out. McCarthy battles Leonard. Bosco having a tough time getting an offense going. Mullen being hounded for Concannon. The return from Mullen was behind him. O'Sullivan breaks into the Don Bosco zone. Holding for Delaney. It was deflected away. And here comes Don Bosco, 3-on-2. Mullen over the line. The shot by Concannon went wide. Don Bosco's had some great opportunities. In fact, Jim, they have had more quality opportunities than Memorial has.
Just a few seconds ago, that number 15, Leonard, made a great defensive play down there.
Bond with the shot deflected up and over the crossbar by Brian McDonough. Centering pass deflected wide as Bosco pressures the Memorial zone. Here comes CM. Neil Donovan flips it in. Eric Bond back on it for the Bears. 1-0 Catholic Memorial. A quick shot by Chuck Texera was blocked. Puck loose. Score! Neil Donovan. And Catholic Memorial takes a 2-0 lead.
Dave, doesn't it happen all the time? You got the pressure up one end and they come down, and they're a team of opportunists.
Well, Mark McHale was worried about this. He felt if his team could get the lead, it would force Catholic Memorial to get itself out of a defensive mode and open up a little more. But now, falling behind 2-0, the only saving grace for Don Bosco, Jim, is that there's a lot of time left.
Oh, there's plenty of time left. We're talking a very, very good, skillful, speedy team. That's for sure.
Donovan, right between the wickets. Bracco made the initial save, but no one had Donovan covered up for the rebound. Here comes Chuck Texera, broken up at the line. Puck shot in by Donovan. The laid offside waved off. Municello. His pass intended for Mike Bragan. Broken up. Matt Smith able to tap it out to center ice. Eric Bonds fires in. Smith on it again. Up ahead for O'Brien. Chris O'Brien, senior winger, shoots it in. Takes a hit from Bregan as he does. Centering pass. Intended for Tim Regan. Intercepted. Brian Feeney has his pass picked off by Brendan Concannon.
Right now, Dave, Bosco is playing a very tentative game. They're having trouble.
Icing the call. Jim, maybe it's a case of, Don Bosco not being used to being in a state championship game at CM. It's old hat to them. They know what to expect.
Oh, that's a decided edge that the Knights have. There's no doubt about that.
High school sport provides an extension of the classroom where students learn to pursue excellence, the value of working with others toward a common goal, playing within the structure of established rules, discipline, loyalty, and emotional control. The MIAA urges you to demonstrate your support for these values and for our young people by attending high school competition in your community. 7:39, the time left to go, first period. 2-0, Catholic Memorial. Jim, what is that on the back of the net? Is that an air horn or a camera?
That's what it looks like.
Looks like a camera. I wish we had access to it. That'd be a great shot. Rob Concannon trying to move in, broken up. Shot right out in front, and Bickerton cleared it quickly. It took a funny rebound off the backboards. It came right out in front, but Bickerton was there to clear it away. Concannon trying to break up Mike Prendergrass. Mike Leonard out to center ice, looking for Mullen. He's checked. Concannon broken up. Bickerton also checked. Here's Delaney over the line. Delaney in deep, centering pass. No one there but a Bosco player, and it's cleared away. David Cunoff was able to break it up. Jim Bickerton. Bickerton carries in on his own, again centers it, and again David Cunoff there. Cunoff with a neat little pass up to Gilardi. Looking for Cunoff on the give and go. Offside the call as Kevin Feeney carried in, but Gilardi was already in the zone. Here's Bill Hansen, head coach, Catholic Memorial. Got to be feeling a whole lot better leading 2-0.
Billy's done a great job at CM. It's pretty tough to stay at the top. Everyone's shooting for you.
Eric Bond fires in. Memorial out with their blue line right now. Neil Donovan between Chuck Texera and Chris O'Brien. Woodencello came up to make the check on O'Brien. Puck at center ice. Chris Gilardi shoots it into the Catholic Memorial bench, and a face-off coming right at the Don Bosco blue line. Gilardi out with Kevin Feeney and Brian McDonough. Now Bregan comes out. Boston Garden was the scene of tonight's state championship hockey games. Division II going to Austin Prep 8-3 over Springfield Cathedral, and you can see Catholic Memorial looking for a fourth straight title, up 2-0. Close call as Chris O'Brien went to break in. O'Brien was tripped up as he tried to get the shot off. They called it offside anyway. It was a delayed call. O'Brien moves in. And Bracco able to check O'Brien before he can get the shot off. Donovan between O'Brien and Texera. Bregan out between Feeney and McDonald for Bosco. This is Mike Bregan. He is checked. Sullivan able to check him. Chris O'Brien up ahead for Donovan. Donovan is dumped by Woodencello. Boy, he has had a bunch of heavy hits so far in this game. Big guy. Weighs about 195 pounds, 200 pounds, and throws every ounce of it around. Neil Donovan, who already has a goal, paying a price here for trying to carry the puck in the zone. That Woodencello, a big kid, Jim.
He sure is.
Time remaining, first period. 2-0. The Knights leading the Bears. Tim Regan tried to carry in, was checked. Pass for Chris Mullen too high, rolls in on Mike Donahue, and Donahue holds on for a faceoff. Don Bosco really hasn't gotten the attack going yet. Their best opportunities have come on breakaways.
No, not at all, Dave. I really think what CM is doing is they're neutralizing them in the neutral ice. They're taking that long pass away because of the speed of Don Bosco up to this point. I noticed Bosco is trying to spring their forward up the middle, and as yet they haven't succeeded. The second thing I've noticed, and I've seen Don Bosco 3 times, they are not breaking out of their own end too well.
Tim Regan tripped up at the Bosco blue line and coming right back. David Cunniff dumps it in on Donahue, and again he holds on for a faceoff. O'Sullivan and Donovan, the goal scorers for Catholic Memorial. 2-0. CM leading Don Bosco, first period. Kevin Feeney will take the draw for Don Bosco. Mike Prendergast take the face off for Catholic Memorial. Prendergast wins it. Donahue just sweeps it to the boards, and CM able to clear. Play at center ice. McCarthy picks it up, tries to squeeze by. Municello does. McCarthy a high shot, and Bracco takes it off the chest and it covers up. That's Mike McCarthy, junior left winger. Made a good play to get by Municello along the left wing board.
He made a nice move there and got a nice shot off. A little bit too high, but he made the goalie move. I noticed also Brock has given a couple of small rebounds here, Dave. He's just dropping the puck. And that's going to come back to haunt you.
Mike Prendergast, sophomore, takes the draw for Catholic Memorial against Feeney. And it's won by Feeney. Around the board for Eric Bond. Bond looking for McDonald. Intercepted. O'Sullivan tied to center. Puck is cleared out to center ice. Prendergast for Bickerton. Pass intended for Delaney. Hopped over his stick. Brian McDonough tried to flip it up ahead to Kevin Feeney. Instead, he shot it into the penalty box area. And we'll have a face-off coming at center ice. 2-0. Catholic Memorial leading Don Bosco. I want to remind you that the MIAA is committed to the welfare of student athletes throughout the Commonwealth and to the fairness of competition among its member schools. 160,000 high school students from 352 member schools will participate in interscholastic athletics during this current academic year. Many thousands of these boys and girls enjoy additional educational experiences by qualifying for one or more of 250 postseason championships in 28 different sports. Memorial trying to press on the point, a bouncing puck. Donovan couldn't get the rebound. It hopped over his stick. He almost rammed it home short side. Matt Smith again able to shoot it into the Don Bosco end. Mike Leonard is checked. Still manages to get the puck to Mike Bragan. Bragan watched by Donovan and O'Brien. Puck comes loose. Here comes David Cunniff. Cunniff through center ice, over the line. Drops it off, return pass for Cunniff. He couldn't handle it. Good bid by Don Bosco. Puck is cleared by Memorial. Chuck Texera couldn't get the pass. It was behind him as CM tried to spring the right winger, and offside is called against Don Bosco. Mark McHale giving the gumbo workout. A little concerned right now. He has had outstanding first periods against the last 2 opponents for Don Bosco. Belmont and Natick, that made the games relatively easy, but instead he's on the short end of a 2-0 score right now with 3:40 left to go first period. McIntyre sweeps it into the Bosco zone. Eric Bond trying to clear it out. Up ahead for Cliff McHale, nephew of the head coach. Rob Concanis slides it in, and a penalty. No, it's not a penalty.
No.
I thought he had the hand up.
No, he just pointed to the face-off circle, Dave.
It's been an offside, Jimmy. Looking at Chris Mullen. just named the other day Player of the Year in the Catholic Conference, as we have another All-Catholic Conference state championship game. Don Bosco, the regular season champ. Mullen and Prendergast.
Dave, I think if Bosco can hang in there going into the second period on the 0-2, the way they played, you may see a different team in the second period coming out.
Well, the pass intended for Mike McCarthy fell down, rolls out to center ice. Bond backhands it into the Memorial zone. Bickerton back on it. He slips it, falls. Mullen trips over him, centers it. And Kevin O'Connell is there. O'Sullivan takes a high hit. Kevin O'Sullivan centering pass. Bickerton returned. Looking for McCarthy, but Bracco picked it off. And McCarthy ended up in the net.
Now I think we have a penalty, Dave.
Let's watch it. It's Delaney headed down the right side. Give and go with Bickerton. And Delaney looking for Sullivan, McCarthy out in front. McCarthy knocked into the net by Cliff McHale. And McHale will be going out.
This is a bad time of the game for Bosco, losing 2-0 at this point to take a penalty, Dave. They can ill afford another goal.
The rights to this broadcast have been granted by the Massachusetts Interscholastic Athletic Association, representing 352 senior high schools across the Commonwealth and 160,000 boys and girls who participate annually in MIAA-governed athletic competition. Any rebroadcast or republication of the programming without the written consent of the MIAA and the New England Sports Network is prohibited. Catholic Memorial with the first power play of this game. They have a 2-0 lead. Donovan, one of the goals, in deep, tapping it up along the near side boards for Chris O'Brien. O'Brien and Donovan getting it back to the point with Foster. Now Smith has his pass picked off. Here's Chuck Texera. A good save by Bracco. Short side. Texera tried to pick him clean short side. O'Brien tried to work it out from in deep. Puck comes out over the line. Texera will have to wait for the zone to be cleared, and offside as Donovan was still astride in the zone. Donovan and O'Sullivan, the goals for Catholic Memorial, as John Bracco came up with a good stop. And Chuck Texera. Bill Hansen rather emphatically trying to explain some strategy as the guys come off on a change. Texera short side. Good stick-skate combination by John Bracco. Prendergast wins it back to O'Sullivan for Bickerton. Bickerton carries over. Bickerton still carrying for McCarthy. Didn't connect. O'Sullivan. Prendergast covering up at the right point for Bickerton with O'Sullivan. McCarthy takes a hit from Cuniff as he slides it in the zone. 30 seconds left on the Catholic Memorial power play. Bickerton kept it in deep. O'Sullivan battling. McCarthy. Mike McCarthy walks out of the corner. Backhander, and Bracco saves.
That was a nice save.
Mike McCarthy allowed to walk right out of the corner. And John Bracco, the sophomore goaltender, came up with the save.
Oh, they got away with that one, Dave. They got away with that one. That man came out of that corner cleanly. Nice save by Bracco.
Mike Prendergast again on the draw. Won this time by Mullen. Budincello in deep. Rolls it along the boards. O'Sullivan is broken up by Mullen. Mullen breaking with Kincannon. Mullen is tripped up by McCarthy. No call. O'Sullivan. Centering pass for Prendergast. On the wing for Delaney. Off his stick into Eric Bond, and he clears. And the penalty is up. Bosco back at full strength. 1:05 left to go in this first period. Goals coming early. Bickerton rushes over the line. Takes it in deep. His centering pass intercepted by Mullen. Chris Mullen pushes it up. Checked by Chuck Texera. Intercepted by Bickerton. They bump Mullen and Bickerton. Mullen, though, still able to sweep it into the zone. We got a penalty coming up, I do believe, against Catholic Memorial. It'll be against Bickerton. We've got a roughing call. Now it's going to be Chuck Texera. Chuck Texera is going to be called for the rough.
Well, this is a great chance for Bosco to pop one now.
Vaughn knocked down by Texera. Looked like a pretty good check, Jim, but they call roughing.
But obviously the referee saw it a little differently being on ice level.
Let's take another look at it.
Yeah, judgment call as to whether that elbow was up or not.
False start as Mike Bregan is out between Kevin Feeney and Rob Concannon. At the points, Eric Bond and Chris Gilardi back at one point. This is Bond. The shot high and wide. Foster can't clear. Gilardi kept it in on a good play. But Foster gets it right back. And Steve Foster elects just to slide it into the Bosco zone with 15 seconds left in the period. Barring an end-to-end rush, the bulk of this penalty will be served in period number 2. Mike Bregan over the line, winning it. Cunniff intercepted and an offside. Oh, Kevin O'Sullivan was ready to move in, but Mike Prendergast was still in the zone.
Dave, you often hear coaches say you win or lose the game on the blue line. There's a good example of it right there. The referee is right on the line to make that important call. So important.
False start. Rob Concannon. Mullen off the draw, ends up with it himself. Chris Mullen. And a stick handle down the right side. He ran into O'Sullivan and Delaney, and they broke him up. Still able to shoot it in. Kevin Feeney pats it in deep. Rob Concannon looking out front for Mullen. Knocked away by Donahue. Not cleared. Vaughn for Gilardi. Tapped up into the corner. Mullen is checked along the left wing boards, and the puck is cleared by Bickerton. Out to center ice. No one seemed to know where it was. That was up near the scoreboard. Chris Gilardi shoots it in on Donahue. Penalty almost up. 4 seconds left in the penalty to Chuck Texera, and then Catholic Memorial will be back at full strength.
One of the things about the CM team when they're killing a penalty and after coaching against them for 5-6 years, they really attack you. They just don't give you that open middle ice to maneuver the puck into the zone. They attack, they attack, they attack all the time.
Mike Bregan has now come on for Don Bosco. Mullen will still take the draw. Mullen against Donovan. Puck still loose. Bregan fighting for it. A lost stick by Matt Smith. Now Bregan in deep, being checked by Steve Foster. Foster clears around, but not out. And a high shot. Donahue holds on to the shot from the left wing boards. And a face-off coming. Eric Vaughn got off the wrist shot. Mike Monticello did a good job on the right point to keep that puck in. The penalty is up. Memorial back at full strength as you look at Eric Vaughn.
Now is when, Dave, I think Don Bosco has to really put some sustained pressure on him to let him know that they were going to be in the game.
Bregan into forecheck. Texera has the puck taken away by McDonald. He centered it for Brian Feeney and went right through the slot. Donovan is checked at center ice. Puck slides into the Don Bosco zone. Texera into forecheck. Puck cleared by Vaughn. Goes through the crease, no icing. Foster can't clear it. Monticello keeps it in. Bouncing puck deflected wide and then covered on the rebound by Donahue. They really haven't tested Mike Donahue yet.
He's a very steady goalie, and he can rise to the occasion, but you're not going to beat him on the type shots that Bosco has had up to this point.
Donahue, another in a long line of great goaltenders coming out of Catholic Memorial.
I remember the boy Hughes was playing at Harvard before Donahue. Excellent goalie.
Jack Wysolaci is the goalie coach, and has been involved with Catholic Memorial since 1962. He has coached some goodies. O'Sullivan for Delaney. Too far ahead for him to handle. O'Sullivan with it. Passing down low, bouncing puck loose. McCarthy trying to jig it out. McCarthy has his stick tied up, and finally Bosco is able to put a glove down on the puck and hold on for a faceoff. But give credit to Mike McCarthy, battling in deep to keep that puck alive.
I think you'll notice one thing around the cage. You'll find the CM players are very strong around the cage. Very strong physically around the cage. They move you.
Mike Prendergast in to take the draw against Chris Mullen. Prendergast wins it cleanly back for Bickerton. Bickerton, little wrist shot, half pass, half shot wide. Giving O'Sullivan up. Can't pick it up. The puck is cleared out of the zone. Prendergast tried to fire it in. It was blocked by Mullen. Pass from McHale was knocked down by Delaney. McCarthy taps it into the Bosco zone. Smith McHale, wing to wing. Slides down on Donahue, and he covers up with Mullen in looking for it.
Right now, CM is playing a very conservative, tight-checking game. They're covering their wings, and they're taking the middle away from Don Bosco. I think Don Bosco is going to have to stop putting the puck in the zone and go get it. Kevin Feeney, Brian's brother, out centering now. Brian McDonough and Chris Gilardi. Puck loose at the line. Monticello holds. That's the pass up on the wing. Kevin Feeney with it. Moving in. Feeney a backhander. Slid it wide. Gilardi with it. Draws it back for Feeney, who falls down. Gilardi taps it into the corner. Gilardi has McDonough out in front. He gets it back to Monticello at the point. His shot is blocked. And it comes out to center ice. A good play by Mike McCarthy. Boy, he has made some heads-up plays this period alone. Bickerton back on it as Bosco is changing up, and CM also got a change. Feeney. Cross for Gilardi. Saved by Donahue. There's the first good opportunity. Point blank shot on Donahue. The shot by Monticello blocked. Again blocked from the point. Kevin Feeney with it. Little wrister. Through a crowd, went to Donahue, saved it. Monticello scores! Mike Monticello! And Doug Bosco is on the board. That's probably the first good sustained pressure that Bosco has put on CM up to this point. Other than the boy in the first period, they're broken along. This is a good Bosco team. Yeah, there's a nice shot. Right on the ice.
Donahue never saw it until it was by him.
I didn't see him move, Dave. I didn't see him move until it was by him. Let's take a closer look. Yep, there he goes. He turned around and he saw it hit the cage. The net.
Well, Mike Monticello showing that not only can he hit, he can score. Now 2-1. Memorial's lead cut in half. Let's see how the Knights respond. Steve Foster steps up in front of Feeney. Pass was intended for Brian Feeney. Foster picked it off, and we got a whistle and a faceoff coming right at center ice.
We have to keep in mind, Dave, that CM has the experience. They're a very explosive team. You make that mistake, and they'll put it on the scoreboard. I don't think Bosco, at this point of the game, should open up completely.
Well, let's see if they're listening to you, Jim. Well, we're going to do it again just outside the Catholic Memorial line. Bill Hansen, concerned, looking at the clock saying, oh, there's still too much time left. 11 minutes left to go in the second period. Mike Monticello with the only goal of this second period. And Bosco on the scoreboard. Leonard with the shot out in front, redirected, score! Chris Mullen! Leonard. They had the half pass, half shot out in front. Mullen got the stick on it. Donahue got a piece of it, but not enough of it, and it just rolled so slowly across the line and Don Bosco has tied this game up.
What's happening right now, Dave, is you're seeing that Bosco is applying that pressure, and the CM players are collapsing very deep in their zone. They're giving the Bosco defenseman that point shot. You watch it right here. Look how far away that forward was to the defenseman who shot the puck. They're giving him the points. You may see that change right now in the 2-2 game.
The redirection by Chris Mullen deflected off the inside of Mike Donahue's left arm. He tried to squeeze the arm to the side, got a piece of the puck, but not enough. And Don Bosco has come up with 2 unanswered goals to tie. Shot by Chuck Texera, deflected up over the glass with a face-off coming to the left of John Bracco. So now suddenly the Don Bosco crowd is into the thick of this game, and the CM gang is quiet.
All that cheering makes a big difference to those players down there. They hear that coming down. They want to perform.
Neil Donovan on the draw, back to Bickerton. Jim Bickerton's shot is wide. Kevin O'Sullivan gets it on goal. It's picked out by Bracco. Here comes Don Bosco. McDonald, Brian McDonald, checked by Bickerton. McDonald carries in. Everyone onside as the puck is shot back into the Don Bosco end. Eric Vaughn back on it, but Bracco out to sweep it away. Coming. Here's McDonald. McDonald. Reagan. Oh. Broken up. Ryan Feeney tried to move in and was broken up. Chuck Texera looking for the pass from O'Sullivan. It never came. Good defensive play by Eric Vaughn. O'Sullivan, the defenseman in deep, looking for Texera, hopped over his stick, and it is cleared. It would have been icing, but it goes through the crease. No icing. Chris O'Brien scored! An impossible angle.
Dave, I don't think Donahue expected that to be shot. You watch how slowly he reacted.
Chris Gilardi. Where did that come from?
It came off the boards, and I don't think Donahue expected it to be shot. Now what? Yeah, he reacted slowly.
Boy, Gilardi was falling away, going to the corner, shot it up high, and still found the corner.
I think he expected Gilardi to continue on into the cage more, and it surprised him.
Well, Catholic Memorial now must find a way of slowing down this Don Bosco Express. The Bears like a runaway train right now, scoring 3 unanswered goals. Mike Prendergast falls down as he carries it out in the center ice. Mike Leonard has his pass knocked down by Kevin O'Sullivan offside the call as Kevin Feeney is in ahead of the play.
I think in the position that CM is in right now, Dave, they're even more dangerous because they play a very conservative, tight-checking game. You can't make a mistake at this point of the game.
Well, Jim, we had commented that Donahue really hadn't been tested in the first period. A couple of breakaways, but nothing on goal. Intercepted indeed. Concannon centers. Mullen stands. Good move by Mike Prendergast. Overskates the puck. Now hits Mike McCarthy. McCarthy looking for his winger, Greg Delaney. He had trouble handling the puck. Back to Matt Smith. For Steve Foster, a shot. Got it wide. Smith hops over the stick of Delaney. In deep, Eric Vaughn looking for a face-off. As the puck knocked loose and cleared. Donahue out to cover up. Icing was originally called. I don't know if Donahue didn't see the signal or not, but he wasn't going to take any chances.
Yeah, I think both teams wanted a change, and I think Donahue recognized that.
I was commenting just a moment ago, the first period, Don Bosco had a couple of breakaways, but they didn't get the puck on net. Donahue really wasn't tested in that first period. Now he's been tested.
They had no sustained puck in the fifth period.
Delaney just couldn't find the handle on it.
Even on the breakaway, the puck went up and over the net.
Donovan wins the draw against Bregan, and CM starts it out. Chris O'Brien broken up. Kevin O'Sullivan, center ice, winding up. Looking for O'Brien, broken up again. Now Don Bosco playing tight at center ice, forcing the turnover. Neil Donovan, back for Bickerton. Chuck Texera now. Tees it up, his shot blocked by Cunniff, and Cunniff clears. O'Sullivan, he has one of the 2 Catholic Memorial goals. The Knights now trailing 3-2. Texera with a touch pass. Cunniff stepped up and intercepted. Gilardi hustling in, forcing Donahue to make the play. Texera has his pass blocked by Kevin Feeney. Sullivan, nice pass, Texera. Texera battling Kevin Feeney. And Bosco starts it out.
2-on-1.
Cunniff.
Watch the trailer.
For Gilardi. Saved by Donahue. A beauty.
That's a great save at this point of the game, Dave.
Oh, that is a big stop.
That can lift the spirits of those players right now. Watch how they all converge on him. Just give him a little tap of the stick.
David Cunniff back to Gilardi, and Chris Gilardi tried to wait out Donahue, and Donahue was the man who waited out Gilardi. Backhander? No, sir. Took it right away.
Right away.
Wow, what a game. Tim Regan loses the draw to Kevin Feeney. Puck bouncing around in the high slot. Now CM starts it out. John McIntyre broken up at the line. A hand pass is called. We'll have a face-off. Center ice.
Right now we have a typical Bosco CM game going for us, Dave. Up and down the ice, tight checking, good goaltending.
11-10. Catholic Memorial out shooting Don Bosco, but the Bears leading 3-2. McHale knocked down as he touched up the puck. Mullen carries in with Concannon. Tries to get the pass to Concannon. It was broken up on a great play by Matt Smith. Steve Foster, the defenseman, up on the attack. High shot over the crossbar. He shot that over the shoulder of John Bracco. Memorial picking up the tempo just a little bit.
That was a major league shot that Texera put on Bracco. It just went a little bit too high.
What I want to know is, what is the defensive-minded Steve Foster doing up leading the rush?
Good question. I think he got caught a little bit, Dave.
It was 1-on-3, and Foster snapped off a great shot. It was high, right over the shoulder of John Bracco. Mike Prendergast take the draw against Kevin Feeney. Feeney wings the draw cleanly. Back for David Cunniff. On the board for Brian McDonald. Wing to wing. Looking for Chris Gilardi, broken up. Cunniff in his own edge. Intercepted. Kevin O'Sullivan runs hard into Gilardi. Bickerton steps up in front of the pass of McDonald. Bickerton almost walked through. O'Sullivan's shot deflected wide. Don Bosco leading at 3-2 as Kevin Feeney, one man to beat. Feeney tried to drop it off for Gilardi. Puck still loose. Gilardi shot and a save by Donahue. Leonard with a shot. Deflected, hit the side of the net. Kevin Feeney got a stick on it. And the puck is finally iced. Catholic Memorial needing to relieve the pressure.
That last play of Bosco coming down the ice, that's the second time this game I've noticed they have sent a player up the middle. They broke in on a nice 2-on-1. They're a very dangerous team from the blue line in.
Hey, have you ever heard a parent say, my kids are too busy in athletics and in school activities to get involved in drugs? Unfortunately, being busy is no guarantee the kids will not experiment or abuse mood-altering chemicals. Take the first step. Talk about it in your family and with your school, and do it soon. Brought to you by the Massachusetts Interscholastic Athletic Association. 3-2, Don Bosco leading Catholic Memorial as the Knights tried to put on the rush. Broken up at the line, and a face-off coming just inside the Don Bosco blue line as you take a look at the Catholic Memorial bench.
Right now, Dave, I think you see CM just a little on the defensive, maybe a little bit tired at this point.
Mike Bonicello, who has a goal for Don Bosco. Now Foster flips it right back in. Wade offside, waved off. The Knights are able to clear the zone. A pass from Mullen, overskated it. He would have been in with a 2-on-1. Battle at center ice. Concannon from Mullen. Centering pass blocked. Hustling over is Eric Bond to keep it in, but he flipped it up over the glass along the sideboards. We're going to get a face-off out in the neutral zone. Good crowd on hand at the Boston Garden. We hope you're enjoying tonight's Massachusetts State Hockey Championship games here on Nesson. Austin Prep, if you're joining us late, won the Division II title, 8-3 over Springfield Cathedral. Dave Pasquale scoring 4 goals for the Cougars. And in this one, 5:11 left to go, second period. Don Bosco leading Catholic Memorial 3-2. Jim Bickerton trying to skate away from pressure at his own end. Now starts to rush. Bickerton picking up speed as he comes to the line. Carries in deep. Bickerton avoids the check. Bickerton in deep. Mike McCarthy over trying to dig it out. And Don Bosco now trying to start it up ice. Brian McDonald. McDonald over the line, tees it up. It's deflected up and over the glass by Greg Delaney. Got a piece of it. Greg Delaney, the Catholic Memorial captain. Bruins are back in action Thursday night when the Quebec Nordiques come into the Garden for another big out-of the division matchup. The Bruins looking ahead into the playoffs, hoping to get on a roll. And every Garden win adds to the momentum as the postseason approaches. Tom Larson gets it going with Bruins Digest at 7, then at 7:30. The Bruins and Nordiques hook up at the Garden Thursday night on Nesson. Mike McCarthy with Catholic Memorial ahead for Mike Prendergast. The pass hopped over his stick. Mike Bonicello sweeps it back out to center ice. Shot on Donahue, blocker save. Gilardi in deep. Tried to center it, pass was blocked. Mike Prendergast ahead for McCarthy, broken up by Chris Gilardi. Prendergast picks it up. Nice move into the zone. Shifts. Still with the puck. Short side shot blocked by Bronco. Bronco really didn't give Prendergast anything to shoot at. Great stick handling, though, by Prendergast. The puck just seemed to follow him. Bickerton fights to keep it in. Cleary pass hit the helmet of Gilardi. Now it's clear.
Looks to me like Bosco's running around a little bit back here, Dave.
Vaughn for Concannon. Rob Concannon around Bickerton. Concannon slides it in on net. Donahue slowed it down. Bonicello stops it at the line. Keeps it in. Mullen couldn't get the pass. McHale tried to set him up. Donovan has his pass intercepted by Mullen. 3-on-2. Mullen over the line. Holding. Shoots. Save. Donahue. Concannon there for the rebound. Ran into Donahue. And immediately the Catholic Memorial defenseman on top of Rob Concannon. Concannon, I don't know if he meant to run into Donahue or not.
Now that looked purely accidental to me, Dave. Let's watch it here now. Let's watch it. Here it comes now. He's got the puck. It's still a little loose, and he comes into him. I think that was unnecessary on CM's part.
Chris O'Brien and Rob Concannon will both get penalties. Chris O'Brien was on top of Rob Concannon quickly. Oh, that's a great crowd. 10,803 on hand. And they're being treated to a beauty. 3-2 Don Bosco after falling behind 2-0 early in this game. All 3 goals have come here in the second period. The teams will skate 4 aside. Foster's pass intended for Teixeira, intercepted by Mullen. Mullen has one of the 3 Don Bosco goals. Gilardi and Monticello the others. O'Sullivan and Donovan have scored for Catholic Memorial. Here's Mullen trying to cut in. Centering pass, no one there but Teixeira. As Chuck Teixeira starts to rush with Donovan. Teixeira in deep, trying to put on the brakes, broken up. CM keeping 2 men high. David Cunniff slides it out of his zone. Matt Smith with it and fires it right back in. Both teams changing up. Mullen couldn't handle the pass. Smith back on it for CM.
Notice the coaches right now, they're changing up very quickly, Dave. The last 2 minutes of the game.
Bracco had to be very careful on that long clear by Foster. Ryan McDonald is offside. A delayed offside call. Wade's off. Foster for Smith. Up for Prendergast. Prendergast has Delaney coming up in the play, but a good defensive play by Monticello.
He's played well tonight.
He sure has.
He rode him off beautifully.
Teams are back at full strength. Onside is Concannon. He just came out. His shot is high off the glass. Reagan hustles over to keep it in. Concannon behind the net. Centers it. No one there. Foster. A hit for O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan. Off-balance shot blocked by Monticello. McCarthy falls hard on the puck in the corner. The puck under him. Face-off coming. When is the best time to talk to your child about athletics and the use of mood-altering chemicals? Well, try talking together when there's no pressing problem. Let your child know what your expectations are and where the boundaries are in your family. And above all, keep talking together. Brought to you by the Massachusetts Interscholastic Athletic Association. Well, that's something. CM has never lost in a championship game.
Well, they've got a great tradition there, Dave.
They've won 3 in a row. Brian McDonald being tended to on the Don Bosco bench. I don't remember him getting popped, but he obviously has been hurt and being tended to. Let's hope Brian is all right. He appears to be okay. Neil Donovan fires wide. Oh, he had plenty of steam on that shot. Puck is cleared, no icing. O'Sullivan back on it with Mullen into forecheck. Gilardi. Check by O'Brien. In deep. Did not connect. Gilardi. The left wing board from Mullen. High in the slot. Fans. Down low. Shot by McHale. Blocked by O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan one-hands it across the Teixeira. Broken up. A good play. Eric Bond. Oh, you can't play it much better than that. Bond clips it in. Mullen with it. Centering pass. McHale. Blocked. It hit a skate out in front. Oh, for just a moment, Donahue was almost 3 unanswered goals in the second period. The first, Mike Monticello, the defenseman who's known more for his stay-at-home hitting style of hockey, he drilled one from the right point through a screen that beat Mike Donahue, and that got Bosco on the board. It also picked Bosco up and kind of put Catholic Memorial back on their heels, Jim.
It certainly did. That was a nice on-ice shot that came through a screen. Just a beautiful shot from the point. As I mentioned during the period, CM was giving those defensemen from Bosco those open shots from the point.
Well, it cost them again here as the shot will come from the point. Watch Chris Mullen stationed out in front. Mike Leonard will get the shot off. And Mullen will get enough of it, tip it up and off the inside of the left arm, and it just rolls across the line. And Mullen, the Catholic Conference Player of the Year, ties it up at 2-2.
That's one of the few times that you'll see the CM defense make a mistake. They left a man unguarded in front of the cage.
And then shortly after, watch Chris Gilardi. Watch Donahue. He'll slide across the crease. As the puck comes out to Gilardi, he'll be off balance, leaning away. off the wrong foot, he'll fire. Look at how high it is, and yet under the crossbar and in. A stunned Mike Donaghy and a euphoric Chris Gilardi. Yeah, roll him.
I think Donaghy, as I mentioned during the period, Dave, he just got caught. He was surprised. I think he expected him to come in closer. And he just let the puck go, and it just beat him.
So 3 straight goals by the Bears put Bosco on top, 3-2.
But I don't think we can undersell this CM team. You're talking a great tradition. You're talking a fine coach.
Hey, you're talking the defending champ.
You're talking the garden experience of 3 years.
Yep.
And that means an awful lot at this point of the game.
The old saying is, you've got to favor the king until the king is dead.
So true.
Well, Bill Henson is ready to go to work.
They're ready this period. No question about it. Should be a great period of hockey.
Bill's got the jacket off. Gotta get the sleeves
rolling
up, Bill.
Dave. He's got the glasses on. I haven't seen him in glasses over the years.
Hey,
he's down to business.
Called for drastic measures.
Yeah.
And Mark McHale just had his hands to his temples behind the Bosco bench.
Oh, yeah. For a first-year head coach, boy, what a great experience. And he's done a fine job with the Bosco team.
You can see Mark feeling the heat as he's perspiring right through his sweater. All right, we're set to go. 15 minutes left in regulation. Mullen and Donovan to start things off. Neil Donovan, one of the 2 goal scorers, along with O'Sullivan for Catholic Memorial. Good cannon check by O'Sullivan at center ice. Vaughn tried to bank it up along the boards, instead dumped it into the Don Bosco bench area. Now look at Chuck Texera. There's a name that is tied in deep history with Catholic Memorial, the name Texera.
Oh, he's a proven veteran. He's been here before.
Texera able to shoot it in, but Mullen has it. Pass intended for Mullen, too far ahead, and out Mike Donaghy to cover up.
That was a nice play by Donaghy, just to take because of that streaking wind coming in.
Cliff McHale, nephew of the Bosco head coach, came flying in looking for the loose puck.
Dave, I think he's only a sophomore.
You're right. Cliff McHale is a sophomore. He plays with Mullen and Katan, the 2 seniors. CM trying to work it out. Prendergast over the line, dropping it off. Shot by Matt Smith high over everything. Foster up to try to keep it in the zone. McCarthy in deep. Puck poked in deep. John Bosco on the attack. Gilardi broken up nicely. McCarthy puts on the brakes. Good shift by Mike McCarthy. Over the line. Oh, a heavy hit. Far side. Greg Delaney took the pop. In a low save by Donaghy on Gilardi. Excuse me, Kevin Feeney. That was number 8, Kevin Feeney, with the shot and the save by Donaghy.
That was a great save at that point, Dave. Donaghy came up big there.
CM content to clear it out to center ice. Mike Leonard with it. David Cunningham on the stick of Matt Smith. Smith bakes it ahead to McCarthy, and CM will change up, icing the call. It's all right with the Knights. They wanted a fresh change.
I think you're seeing CM laying back just a little bit, looking for that break. Bosco continues to press. The last shift down, Dave, I noticed that those forwards on the Bosco team collapsed awful deep. They left those points open. The same thing the CM did last period.
Kevin Feeney with a real tester on Mike Donaghy, and Donaghy comes up with the big save, as we mentioned, starting the second period with Catholic Memorial up 2-0. The next goal, a big one, especially for Don Bosco. Now the next goal is very important to Catholic Memorial. Texera in. A save, a sliding save by John Bracco. Texera on the backhand. O'Sullivan fights to keep it in. Looking for Texera, the bouncing puck behind him. Here's Chris Mullen trying to sneak past the CM defense. Not allowed to. He was broken up. Texera with a cello bump. A hit on O'Brien. He goes down. O'Brien couldn't get to the puck. It was cleared away. Here's Rob Kincannon. He's onside. Kincannon in. Tipped away by Donahue. Mike Donahue with a heads-up play. He stuck the stick out and poked the puck away. Now Texera, wrist shot, and a stick save by Bronco. Texera tried to use Monticello as a screen. Mullen onside. Banned on the wrist shot. Mullen gets it back. McDonald tees it up, blocked, and covered up. Excellent stop by Matt Smith. Great action at both ends of the ice.
Once again, Dave, 2 great saves by Donahue. It really lifts the team.
Well, here's Kincannon trying to cut in. Look at the poke check by Donahue. And he's ready if anybody picks it up. Now here's Texera. Look at him use Monticello as a screen. But Bronco saw it all the way. All right, this is a barn burner. 3-2 Don Bosco. 12 minutes, 10 seconds left to go, third period. The fourth line on right now. Mike Bregan with Peter Enos. Actually, Enos is a fourth line member. Bregan and McDonald are third liners. So Enos giving Brian Feeney a breather. As Mark McHale tries to make sure all of his guys get a chance to skate in this championship game. Puck shot out to center ice. Bregan with it. Taps it ahead for McDonald. Enos breaking for the net. But the pass is broken up by Foster. Centering pass. Enos, backhander, went wide. Foster around the boards. Kept in by Cuniff at the right point, left point. Prendergast can't clear. Cuniff kept it in. Enos had his shot blocked. McCarthy a deep check by Bregan. They battle. And a face-off. Good job by Mike Bregan to get the draw on the bus in the Catholic Memorial Zone.
They're pressing now, Dave. I think they want that next goal, Bosco.
Boy, the games during the regular season were close. 2-1. Don Bosco winning the first. And it was a 3-2 game until an open net goal late for a 4-2 Don Bosco win in the second game.
I saw that second game. That was a great up and down game. Could have gone either way.
Well, here we are again.
Here we are, 3-2. 11 minutes left.
Kevin Feeney wins the draw from Donovan. The shot from the point by Vaughn was blocked. Gilardi throws it in the corner. Shot Brian McDonough is checked in the corner. Donovan starts the rush. Drops it off for Bickerton. The defenseman. Jim Bickerton rattles it in. Texera was checked. He couldn't get it. Bickerton keeps it in. Throws it into the open corner. McDonough quickly to center ice. Gilardi. Oh, Kevin Feeney. If Kevin Feeney could have handled it, he had Gilardi breaking with him.
He was in, Dave, if he could have handled it.
And we apologize, or I apologize for the misidentification so often on Kevin Feeney and Chris Gilardi. Feeney wears 8. Gilardi wears 9. And when they're bent over, sometimes the 8 looks like the 9 and the 9 looks like the 8.
It's pretty difficult from up here to pick it up quickly.
We've got basketball coming up for you. As was mentioned by Dick Neal, the executive director of the MIAA. 6 games this Saturday. We'll bring you 3 of them. The Division II Boys State Final, Division I Girls Final, and the Division I Boys Final. Mike Prendergast broken up on the back checking of Chris Mullen. Unable to clear, though. Foster's shot knocked down. Prendergast shot, the save by Bronco. Don Bronco holding the short side on Mike Prendergast.
That was a nice cover-up by Bronco. He made the original stop, wobble a little bit. Recovered very quickly.
Here's Prendergast picking up the loose puck. Tries to go through the screen. Bronco did the best he could do, and that is just cover up as much on the short side as he could. Prendergast wins the draw. Foster's shot hit stick out in front and took a weird hop on Bronco, but he made the save. And here comes Don Bosco. Kincannon over the line. Drops it off for McHale. His shot in behind the net. Kincannon goes after it. Mullen battling along the near side with McCarthy and a high stick call. We're going to get a faceoff coming outside the zone. It was knocked down with a high stick. So the faceoff will come right back in the Don Bosco zone. That's a break for Catholic Memorial.
Right now we're seeing, Dave, some very close checking hockey. And that's really the way it should be until one team makes a mistake. I don't think you'll see that sustained pressure by either team.
Regan battling Feeney. They're still battling, and Regan comes up with it. Regan trying to set up his man down low. That was John McIntyre. Talking center ice. Gilardi pushing it up. Now Regan, center ice. On the wing. McIntyre can't pick it up. Rebound. Knocked away from Regan. Brendan Concannon was in on the doorstep. Matt Smith circling in his own zone, trying to get away from the forechecking pressure of Chris Gilardi. Regan goes low road. McIntyre picked it up, but Foster was still in the zone. Just a few words exchanged between Mike Munincello and Steve Foster.
Looks, Dave, like we're going to come down to nitty-gritty time. We're getting close to that point. I think both teams are still feeling one another out for that break at this point of the game.
9:20 left to go, third period. Don Bosco leads at 3-2. Texera breaks through. Weak shot off on Bracco. The rebound hopped up.
That's the fight.
Chris O'Brien fires it through the slot. Bickerton with a shot, missed short side. Jim Bickerton set up. A breakout. McHale shot, save. Donahue, and he covers up the rebound. Cliff McHale streaking down the left wing. Got off a hard drive, but Mike Donahue came out, cut down the angle.
Watch how Donahue comes out and cuts the angle here, Dave. Beautiful. Look where he is. He just handles that puck right on it, covers it up. Nice shot.
Not a whole lot to shoot at when your goaltender comes out 10 feet. Neil Donovan on right now to take the draw against Mike Bragan. Three to 2. Don Bosco scoring all of their goals in the second period. Catholic Memorial scored both of theirs in the first. Little flip in by Bond from the left point. Went wide. Catholic Memorial tries to break it out. O'Brien, center ice. O'Sullivan. Bickerton. Texera brought it in, but in ahead of the play was O'Brien. A heavy hit by Mike Munincello.
He's played well all night long, Dave. You go down on his lane, you're going to pay the price.
Oh, a good, clean, heavy check by Mike Munincello. He loves to hit. Munincello out now with Eric Vaughn on defense. Kevin Feeney with Chris Gilardi and Brian McDonough, the line for Don Bosco. Mike Prendergast out between Mike McCarthy and Greg Delaney for Catholic Memorial. Smith and Foster at defense. This is Gilardi trying to get around Foster. Foster rides him off the puck. Feeney upended. Puck loose. Feeney with it. Runs into Foster. McDonough can't get a stick on it in the slot. Indeed, McCarthy intercepted. McDonough tries to center it, hit a skate. Here comes McCarthy. McCarthy ahead. Prendergast. For McCarthy, a shot, a save. Rebound knocked down and gloved to a teammate. They call that a hand pass. Good call. Now watch it glove down there. And then picked up by a Don Bosco player. And the hand pass is called. Prendergast again to take the draw, this time against Chris Mullen, who was out with Rob Concannon and Cliff McHale. Prendergast wins it from McCarthy, but his shot is blocked by Cunniff. McHale on the left wing board. Out to Mullen, center ice. CM has 3 back. Mullen puts on the brakes, back to the point for Cunniff. Cunniff slides it over to Leonard. In deep. Concannon centers it, but Mullen had already come in deep. Except Cunniff unable to keep it in at the line. Delayed offside call, now waved off. 7:25 left to go, third period. Don Bosco continues to lead it 3-2. CM in the middle of a line change. Concannon has Mullen alone out in front. Can't get it to him. It was too late. Leonard slides it around the boards and takes a hit from Foster as he does. Smith and McCarthy looking for a face-off. They get the whistle.
Boy, Dave, that line change almost cost CM there. Almost sent Bosco in on a 2-on-1.
Well, right now, this is Rob Concannon who had, look at this, Chris Mullen all alone out in front. By the time he got it, it was behind him and he was covered. It's a shame. Face-off to the right of Mike Donahue. Kevin Feeney out to take the draw. Neil Donovan to take the face-off to Catholic Memorial. CM led 2-0 early in the game. Don Bosco came back to take the lead with 3 second period goals. Now CM breaks out 3-on-2. Over the line, Donovan centering for McIntyre.
That's a good call. Just an extra inch.
Offside the call. Look at Bill Hansen up on the bench. Bill Hansen says, hey, I've got my glasses on. I know I saw that differently. See if we can pick up the offside. He put himself offside.
He put himself.
Good call. Donovan on the draw with Feeney. Donovan wins it. Quick shot, saved, rebound, cleared away. Oh, point-blank shot, and Bracco made the save. Monticello then cleared it away. Texera. Broken up, Feeney. Kevin Feeney works it over the line. Broken up from behind by Texera. And hooked down by Texera, no call. Cunniff stick handling into the corner, checked by Donovan. O'Sullivan around the board. John McIntyre is checked. Brian McDonough up the forecheck as Kevin O'Sullivan starts to rush. O'Sullivan through center ice loses it off the dribble. McDonough couldn't pick up the loose puck. Donovan just pokes it out into center ice. No icing as Monticello could have made a play on it. Rob Concannon back on it for Don Bosco. This center ice. Shot back in by Matt Smith. 5:45 left to go, third period. Don Bosco leading it 3-2. Here come the Bears. Concannon onside. Centering pass, he was looking for Bragan, but he was covered. Texera around the boards. Foster check. Over the line, David Cunniff. His shot blocked by Foster. McCarthy can't get a stick on it. Smith on the wing. Delaney over the line, dropped it off for Prendergast. He was covered by Concannon. The puck hops over the dasher and into the bench area, and we're going to get a face-off. There's Mark McHale. Oh, he'll lose 5 pounds at the rate he's going tonight,
Oh,
Jim.
yeah, sure. The next 5 minutes are tough ones.
Oh, look at that. Memorial has had the initiative here in the third period. They've carried the play at Don Bosco, but they can't get one by John Bracco.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? Please refrain.
John Bracco is very tough in this third period.
It could cause a serious injury.
Point-blank shot, and he kicks it out. Here's Texera looking for the rebound, and Monticello clears it away before any damage can be done. Face-off won by Prendergast, but back out into center ice, and Smith will fire it in. Delaney can't set up Prendergast. Hops over the stick of McCarthy. Now under 5 minutes to go, third period. Mullen carries in, but offside. Rob Concannon. Oh, you can feel the tension.
You notice coming out of the Bosco end, just how tight those wings are playing. You know, we're talking 4.5 minutes left, and now it's nitty-gritty time. You have to cover that wing.
Donovan and Mullen. And Mullen wins the draw and shoots it into the CM bench. Face off at center ice now. Mullen out between Cannon and McHale. Maybe they're in Don Bosco's future. And Neil Donovan wants a new stick. Maybe didn't like the piece of wood he had on that draw with Mullen, which Mullen won cleanly from it. Let's get something I feel a little more comfortable with. Won by Mullen. Oh, could Cannon run it into Bickerton, and he was level. And could Cannon wanted a penalty. Not going to get it. Boy, Bickerton came up high and Rob Concannon. There's Rob Concannon, brother Brendan. We've seen limited action tonight as Catholic Memorial, Jim, pretty much for the most part has gone with 2 lines.
They have.
And it may take its toll here in the closing minutes. They've got to be tired. Here's O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan's shot blocked by a diving McHale. Cliff McHale dove and blocked it. Don Bosco can't clear, but they do now on a good play by Eric Vaughn. And a breakaway. Chris Mullen. Bickerton tries to catch it. Score! Chris Mullen! His second of the game, and Don Bosco goes up 4-2.
That's a big goal, Dave. That's a big goal.
Boy, it'd give Eric Vaughn a big assist as he broke up the shot by O'Sullivan that sent Mullen away.
I wouldn't call this game over by any means, though, with 4:18 left, Dave.
McHale beating Mullen after the block by Vaughn. And the nice finish by the Catholic Conference Player of the Year.
Just finished it off beautifully. Look at that move. Oh, yeah, that's nice.
Boy, he waited for Donahue to drop. He showed him the initial move. Donahue figured, well, he's going to try to beat me along the ice. He went down. And Mullen flipped it up, his second of the night. That's 4 straight goals now for Don Bosco. And Catholic Memorial in dire straits now, in jeopardy of seeing their 3-year chain of championships snapped.
It's on the line, Dave. There's no doubt about it. CM, they're a very dangerous team, though. They can come in and put that pressure on and put one in. Then it comes down to nitty-gritty time. I would not sell them short at this point. That's a good CM team. They're calling their timeout right now, CM.
Oh, good timeout.
That's a good move on Billy's, the coach's part. Give the kids a little breather.
Bill Hansen talking to his players. Hey, have you ever heard of parents say, my kids may drink a little, but at least they're not into drugs? Well, let's eliminate these myths right now. Alcohol is a drug. Let's help our young people learn the facts about drug use and help them make responsible decisions regarding mood-altering chemicals. Brought to you by the Massachusetts Interscholastic Athletic Association. Well, there's Mike Donahue. Taking it easy. Not much he could do on that goal by Chris Mullen.
Oh, no, he was in all along. Chris just put a great move on him. He committed Donahue. When he did, he just put it in. Nice move.
Let's watch it again. Chris Mullen, second of the night. Now watch him give a little move right there. And now watch him drop. He holds it just long enough to let Donahue drop and flips it up over the pad. Donahue thought once he drew it back to the forehand, Jim, that he was going to pull the trigger right away.
I think that's what he was figuring, Dave. But Chris pulled him.
Mullen held on to it just an extra second and
that
finished
made
it
a
off.
difference.
All right, 4-2. Don Bosco now leading it by 2. Their first 2-goal lead of the game. Memorial led by 2 early in this game at 2-0, and since then Don Bosco has rattled off 4 unanswered goals. 4:18 left to go. Mullen from McHale, and Bond should get an assist as well. I don't know if he did or not, but he made a great play to block O'Sullivan's bid to get the shot off, and that caught everybody in a red uniform up in the attacking zone. Now here comes Catholic Memorial. Prendergast in, shoots, save, rebound, save by Bronco. Boy, that was close, Jim. I thought it was offside.
I didn't think so, but that was a great save by Bronco.
I thought Prendergast was way in ahead of the play coming down the left side. When there was no whistle, it was quite evident that there was no offside being called. Let's take a look at it. Watch Prendergast now. He's on the left side. This is O'Sullivan.
Yeah.
Look how far he was into the zone.
Yeah.
I think CM got away with one. Had they scored, I'm sure you would have heard the Don Bosco bench screaming. Take a look at it from another angle. O'Sullivan carried to the line. Had trouble as he approached the line. Right there.
Right there. Yeah.
Boy, look how far he was into the zone. But a great save by Bronco made it a moot point. Take a look at the wide angle as Kevin O'Sullivan will approach the line. Now look to the left of your screen. Stop it right there if you can. He's at the line. He's right at the line, still outside of the line. Boy, I'll tell you what.
Boy, that was a bang play when you see
Very
that
close.
wide angle. And if you notice the referee, he was right on that line.
Very close, but no offside call. Now here's Steve Foster, wrist shot, and a save by Bronco. And matching penalties as Bickerton and O'Sullivan go off for Catholic Memorial. Gilardi and McDonald are off for Don Bosco, and it's a 3-on-3. Jim, who do you favor in this wide open ice situation?
I think you'll see Kitty Bonador on the part of Bosco. They'll just play a neutral ice game, jump into the neutral ice, let it ride down, just like it's going now. Well, I made a mistake there, but...
Does CM have the speed to take advantage of this open ice, or are they pretty much...
Well, with O'Sullivan off the ice, no, I don't think they do. With O'Sullivan and Prendergast, I consider Prendergast a real fine hockey player. I just don't see that they have the speed on a 3-on-3 situation. And certainly Bosco should not be trying to score.
Matt Smith's shot went wide. Neil Donovan in after it. 3-on-3 hockey. There's matching roughing calls against O'Sullivan and Bickerton opposite Gilardi and McDonald. And with 3:05 left to go, CM in desperate need of 2 goals. Here's Smith. Tries to shift around Municello. Takes Municello in deep, knocks him off the puck. Texera with it. Texera holding. Now for Donovan. Head of the slot. Donovan tripped up and broken up, and a penalty coming.
That's a good call. That's a good call. He had the puck. That puts all the more pressure on Bosco.
Big call on Eric Bond. Boy, a good shift by Neil Donovan. He almost stick-handled it in. It took a tripping call, actually a hook on the part of Bond to knock him off the puck and keep him from getting the shot off.
That might have been a point-blank clean shot, Dave, if he didn't hook him down.
Bosco penalty, number 20.
Well, that penalty will not start until the Miners are up, right, Jim?
That's right.
22 seconds left to go in the Magic Miners. 2:48 left to go in the game. So when CM gets this power play, assuming there are no other penalties between now and then, you'll have 2:26 left to go in the hockey game when they get the power play. Don't go away. It's not over yet.
No, just as you said, Dave, I think it'll be at 2:26 that they'll pick up the power play. And boy, if they can put one in there, then we have a boundary.
Well, imagine what they can do if they sneak one in here. Prendergast out.
Ooh.
Prendergast moving in, but broken up. Gilardi sends Mike Leonard away. Leonard trying to get by Steve Foster. Leonard in. Saved by Donahue. And Donahue makes the pass out. Kept in by Cuniff. Cuniff with Feeney out in front. Cuniff circles the net. Falls down. And now the power play for Catholic Memorial. A 5-on-4. Delaney in deep for Bickerton. Centering pass. Hopped over the stick of Gilardi. Can't clear. The pass by Smith is cleared out of the zone. O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan has to get around Leonard. O'Sullivan holding. Shot by Foster. Hit the side of the net. O'Sullivan in deep for Prendergast. Shot. Glove save by Bracco, and he holds on. See him all around the Bosco net, but they can't put it in. 1:54 left to go. 58 seconds remaining on the penalty.
Dave, just look how cool Bracco is down there. When he made that save, it was almost nonchalant. Just picked it right up, bang. Here it is here. Look how nicely he pulls that puck in. Both of these goalies have played real well.
The MIAA recognizes the use of mood-altering chemicals as a significant health problem for many adolescents. Talk about it in your family and with your school, and do it soon. Brought to you by the Massachusetts Interscholastic Athletic Association. Puck cleared by Bosco. Donahue tapping it up off the boards. Bragan fires it right back in. O'Sullivan trying to get the rush going. 40 seconds left in the power play. Donovan over the line. Everyone on side. Puck cleared away.
Oh, boy,
could have a breakaway.
Yep. 2-on-1.
With Concannon. Concannon holds. Save Donahue. Save Donahue. He didn't know where the puck was. His own man shot it on it. 25 seconds left in the power play. McCarthy over the line. Shot hit a skate. McCarthy for Texera. Shot. Save with the glove by Bracco. Oh, what a big save. That would have brought CM to within one. And a face-off called with 1:06 left to go in the game. 10 seconds left to go on the Catholic Memorial power play.
That was a great save there by Bracco. Up all over the left shoulder.
Chuck Texera all alone in front. Here he comes.
Here it comes.
Wrist shot. Looking upstairs.
That was ticketed for the corner, Dave. He got that glove up, right up over the cage, he put it.
Here's Rob Concannon moving in on Donnie, and he'll make the save. His own man inadvertently put it in on him. Or did Concannon get it again with the stick? Concannon may have reached in.
I think Concannon reached in and hit it again with the stick. And Donahue lost sight of it.
Donahue didn't know where it was.
No, he thought it was in.
Wow. This crowd's got to be out of breath at this point.
What a great hockey game.
4-2. Don Bosco trying to hang on. Off the draw. Quick shot. The glove save by Bracco.
Dave, he picked that right out of the air. Watch it now.
Watch it off the draw. Neil Donovan. It's Donovan.
There it is.
Quick
he picked
shot.
That right
It hit
out.
a stick and popped up, but Bracco stayed right with it. Look at O'Sullivan, the defenseman, right up on the doorstep.
Nice job.
7 seconds left to go in the power play. 1:03 left to go in the period.
We've got the CM goalie pulled out.
Empty net now. Extra skater on for Catholic Memorial.
Oh,
Quick shot, hit the post.
Boy.
Delaney hit the post to the right of John Bracco. Delaney beats Mullen to the puck, gets it to Donovan. O'Sullivan now carries it into the zone. His shot high. Bracco gloves it and holds on. Oh, the what might have been.
Oh.
What might have been, says Greg Delaney, the captain of Catholic Memorial, playing in his last game. He's the senior. He hit the post. A quick shot that had Bracco beaten. Watch it. Off the draw from Donovan. Delaney fires it. Bang,
right
off the post.
The goalie saved you, Dave. The post.
Donovan again on the draw. A little early activity. Texera in ahead of the play. Watched by Concannon. Kevin Feeney to take the draw against Donovan. And Feeney wins it. It's loose in the circle. Still loose. And Kevin Feeney comes away with it. And now they say no, a hand pass? No, we've got penalty. We've got penalty.
Yeah, we had both of them roughing a little bit after the face-off, Dave. The referee is just trying to quiet things so the tempers don't flare.
Concannon and Bickerton.
They've been battling hard all night long.
Well, I believe punches were exchanged, Jim. Watch it.
Yep.
There's the cross check by O'Sullivan.
Here they go right there.
There's Bickerton throwing a punch.
Here they go again.
Bickerton throws another. Concannon might have an argument as to why me. why am I gone?
This is why the referee took them both out, just to settle things down a little bit.
The Catholic Memorial goal empty with 34 seconds left to go. 5 skaters on 4 now. Draw back to Foster. His shot, he fanned on it. Puck sits there. Texera trying to get it out in front. He does. O'Sullivan in a shot and saved by Bosco. 20 seconds left to go. Donovan trying to keep it in. Can't. And Mullen has an open net. Texera coming back. Mullen shoots and has the hat trick.
This is the point of the game, you like to see Bosco. Just stay away from him. That's all. Just stay away from him.
Well, now we've got all kinds of excitement on the ice.
This is a shame.
Well, this is an intense rivalry. Conference foes. Frustration obviously taking over on the part of Catholic Memorial. Buoncello takes a shot at Donovan.
This is too bad, Dave. This shouldn't happen. They're both class schools. They're both class coaches. They're just a little pumped up. Win or lose, you have to show class. Win or lose, you have to show class.
Now David Pelham being sent to his bench. Jim, would they bother wrapping it up? Just calling it right here, 3-goal lead,
I've seen it done in the past, and I think I see the director, Mike Donato, coming out now, and I wouldn't be surprised if he just calls this a game, gets both teams over there, and let's put a little class into it. It's been a great game up to this point, Dave.
Chris Mullen was tripped up after he hit the open net for the hat trick. And at that point, I didn't see who threw the first punch, but the rough stuff broke out. And it's going to take a little time to get the debris cleared off the ice. Concannon and Buoncello are being sent over to their bench.
I think Concannon should show a little bit more class. It's too bad.
Well, it is, and now they don't get a chance. They're sent to their dressing room. They don't get a chance to be part of the awards. It's too bad.
I don't think, Dave, that we've heard what the referees have called. Have you heard anything?
No. And personally, I don't see where it'd make much sense to drop the puck for 14 seconds at this point.
Frankly, I'll be surprised if they do drop the puck.
So Don Bosco is going to take the unprecedented hat trick of sweeping 3 games from Catholic Memorial this season, and in the process, ending a 3-year reign by the Knights as Division I state champions.
Walking across the ice now is a very class person, Jim O'Connor, the AD from CM. I'm sure he's upset. I'm sure that both coaches are upset.
Donovan, O'Sullivan, Dickerson, and Texera have all gone to the Catholic Memorial
It looks to me
dressing
like
room.
they just going to win this game right now, Dave, with 14 seconds to go, and Bosco leading 5-2.
Well, we're waiting for the official announcement as to whether we're going to play the final 14 seconds or whether the game has ended. The security people have come out onto the ice, and this game is over. This game is over. They will not play the final 14 seconds. Don Bosco, the 1989 Division I Massachusetts State Champions. They have defeated the reigning champs, Catholic Memorial, by a score of 5-2, and you're looking at a very happy and victorious coach, Mark McHale. Hail to the champs, Don Bosco Bears. We'll be back to wrap things up from the Garden in just a moment. Jim Malloy, the assistant principal at Everett High School with me, and Jim class act on the part of Mike Donahue. All the CM players had gone to their dressing room very unhappy, but Donahue stayed out and went through the whole line congratulating each Don Bosco player on their new title.
I don't know exactly what happened with the CM team, whether they were sent into the dressing room by their AD or coach, but that's a class act on the part of Donahue.
Donahue and Coach Bill Hansen will receive the runners-up trophy. They're not accustomed to settling for second place, but they played hard, they played well. They're obviously not happy after winning this thing 3 years in a row. But they have played hard. They just ran up against a train once they got rolling. Don Bosco.
Well, they opened it up in the second period, Dave. They just showed that skill and speed.
Now the Champions Trophy to be presented to Coach Mark McHale. Let's see who's on hand for Don Bosco. Mark McHale indicating they are indeed number one.
Number 9, I think, is one of them. Gilardi, I
Chris
think.
Gilardi is in there.
And I didn't catch the number of the other boy. Memphis Mullen.
Well, Don Bosco, people question, could they make it 3 for 3 against Catholic Memorial? That third time seems to be a killer.
Oh, I don't think there was any question tonight once they took those 3 goals in the second period. CM worked very hard.
Well, as Chris Mullen and the Don Bosco Bears carry the Champions Trophy around the Garden ice, we'll leave you with that sight. Jim Malloy, thanks so much for joining me.
Oh, my pleasure, Dave.
Once again, the final score from Boston Garden. Don Bosco 5, Catholic Memorial 2. On Saturday night, Nessa delivers the Massachusetts High School Basketball Championships from the Worcester Centrum. At 7:30, it's the boys Division II final between Duxbury and the Central West winner. At 9 p.m., catch the girls Division I championship between Haverhill and Marlborough. And at 10:30 p.m., Durfee battles Springfield Central for the boys Division I title. It's the High School Basketball Championships this Saturday night right here on NESN.